I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. So this is a massively multiplayer online game that was released about 10 years ago. It got recommended to me recently. It's got the space. This is the USS Savasana. I am acting Captain Chris Rain, boldly going where nowhere I'm going to go. So anyway, Mesmerizing Monolith is the name of the quest. Go to the Nopata system. So let's hold this button down, see if we can figure out how to do that. Let's go Coliseum, travel, transwarp. Oh yeah, engage. These are the voyages of the Starship Savasana. Warp 5, engage. Loading the Nopata system. Cutscene. My science officer Bernard says, Lieutenant Commander, I'm not reading any active vessels on scanners. There is, however, a debris field nearby. It's clustered around a satellite in orbit of the planet, and the composition of the debris corresponds with ships that have gone missing in this region. I'll keep scanning, sir, but we'll need to take a closer look before I can determine if there are Thalaron weapons on one of those hulks. Okay, before we do that, let's go over to this ore. Scan it, shall we? Scan it. Let's match it up, match it up, match it up. Waveform matched. Means I get the goodies. Okay, so let's full impulse power. Derelict Hulk. Investigate the destroyed ships. Scanning the ship. Commander, I'm not detecting the vessel that Obisek sent us to find, but all of the ships in this debris field show signs of being affected by the same thing, a high-frequency energy beam that overloaded all their systems. If the Reman's ship was hit by that beam, it might have crashed into the planet's surface or gone adrift somewhere else in the system. I'm detecting energy readings from that satellite, sir. If the Reman crew detected them as well, they could have tried to use it to record a distress signal. We'll need to be closer before I can attempt an uplink with the satellite's communication array. So, oh shit, I'm in trouble. Where? Oh, I'm being attacked. Commander, we're stuck. The beam is holding us like a fly in a spider's web. We've managed to keep life support and environmental systems active, but almost everything else is online. Shields, weapons, engines, nothing works. I'm not detecting any life signs on the satellite, sir, but there is a compartment with life support. The system's operating the beam must be automated. The chief says we have enough power in the backups for one transport. Recommend we send a team over to that satellite to find a way to turn the beam off. We need to transport over to that satellite and disable the energy draining beam. I'm ready to beam over with my team. Let's do this. Launch mission. Oh yeah, ground mission. Here we are. Captain, the consoles here appear to control the beam that is draining power from the Savasana, but there is a security lock preventing access. We'll need to find a usable console. So my goal is to access the satellite's computer network. Dungeon Master Eric, that's the spirit. These are the adventures of acting Captain Chris Rain. Alright, so let's go. Thank you for joining the stream, Mr. Dungeon Master Eric. Much appreciated. Okay, I have to check this out. Access Satellite Operations Override Console. Operation State Locked Online. Okay, let's go over here and see what's happening. This console is engaged in another operation. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. I just finished Deep Space Nine last week. Well, I'm glad to hear. Oh, look at this little collectible. This is an RPG after all. We have to match the waveform now. Matching the waveform to get the goodies. Always check the environment in RPGs just in case. Find a way to access the computer consoles is the way. All right, so let's see. Oh, what's happening? Why can't I run? Okay. This console is engaged in another action. Operational state locked online. Oh no. How do I do it? Oh, something's going on over here. Let's see. In this room. Aha! Aha! We have found it! Oh no, what's happening? I must find a way. I don't know if I have enough brain power for this. Wait. Let's see. Zarva says, this console doesn't appear to be locked like the others. Whoever did this must not have thought that the console used for inventory control was important. I think I can access a back door into the rest of the satellite's programs from here. I see the problem, Zarva says. The Romulan consoles are causing a lockout by forcing the satellite's primary processors to run through a series of equations and removing key bits of information from the answers, which causes the processors to lock up. If we can solve these equations and input the correct information directly into the consoles, the security lock on the satellite's controls should be released. I've downloaded the corrupted equations onto this console for you to work on. Oh, I gotta do math now. Watch out. I've got to get my thinking cap on. I have to solve the equations blocking the processors. If you need help, consult your bridge officers. Oh shit, look at this. Evaluating numbers in the first column. Alright, this is tough. This is tough. D is a 0. Captain, we've solved the equations that we... What do you mean we, paleface? I solved the equations that were causing issues in the other consoles. Now we need to plug these correct values into the console controlling the security lock, and then we should be able to access all of the satellite's major operations. Use the solutions to the equations to release the security lock. Okay, let's rock and roll. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's go over here. Passcode correct. Engaged. 1 out of 3. Thought they were going to do some more math. They were going to torture me. Captain, this console controls the satellite's general operations. Perhaps we can turn off all the functions that are affecting our ship. Change operational state. Set satellite's operation state to off. Error. Current power usage level is too high. Satellite's operational state cannot be set to off at this time. Need to find the other one. Ooh, scan particles. What? Waveform matched. Oh yeah. Three out of three. 3 out of 3. What's over here? Captain, this console controls the satellite's targeting functions. I'm not sure if there's a way to disable whatever it is that's disabling the systems on our ship, but if we can get this satellite to target something else, we may have a chance of prying our ship free. We're gonna go back to the other one and see if that's the way. So the USS Savasana is trapped in a tractor beam, and we are aboard the satellite, the empty satellite, to try to unlock it, hacking the computers. This is Star Trek Online. Captain, this console controls the satellite's general operations. Perhaps we can turn off all the functions that are affecting our ship. Change operational state. Error. Current power usage is too high. Satellite operational state cannot be set to off at this time. Okay. Reroute satellite's power away from the warp inverter. So how do we do that? Let's go over here, because I see a big green circle. Green circle. Captain, this console controls the satellite's power supply. Perhaps we can decrease the power to the weapon and disable it that way. Error. Current power usage allocated to targeting computer prevents change in the power save mode at this time. Error. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Do I think that there's a mirror mission? Oh, I don't know. That would be pretty cool, though, to have mirror missions. If you mean what I think you mean, the idea of like back in the episodes where the mirror episodes where it was like the evil version of their characters. Targeting console. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Rob. Captain, this satellite controls the targeting functions. Access long-range scanners or examine. Oh my god. Telemetry. Evil Chris versus Captain Chris. Yes. Chris Rain faces his most difficult challenge yet. Himself. Yes, anyway. That's my Captain Kirk. Himself. Captain Kirk. Acting. 101. Pause for dramatic effect. Space. The final frontier. Let's see, return to the main menu. Error. Designated ship is actively being disabled. No new objects identified. 500 kilometers. 1,000 kilometers. Derelict Hulk. Access targeting control. Derelict Hulk. Object detected. Derelict Hulk. I don't know what that means. Select an option. Oh, reclassify Derelict Hulk as active. Derelict Hulk reclassified. Access targeting control. Designate Derelict Hulk as priority target. New primary target is selected. And your opinion, my favorite mirror episode? My favorite mirror episode is probably going back to the original series with Leonard Nimoy with the goatee and a crazy Captain Kirk. Although, you know, there have been some really good episodes in the Next Generation, but I'd have to go back to the TOS, the original series. Lieutenant Commander, the satellite has ensnared a piece of debris near the ship. Its stranglehold on us is weaker, but we're not out of the woods yet. Critical systems are stable, but we still don't have weapons or long-range communications. So I need to turn off all satellite operations. Let's do this. See if I can do that. Turn off all satellite operations. Captain, this console controls the satellite's general operations. Perhaps we can turn off all functions that are affecting our ship. Change operational state. Error. Current power usage is too high. Satellite's operational state cannot be set to off at this time. So I can't do that yet. So I obviously have to go into this little room in here and do something about rerouting the satellite's power away from the warp inverter. Just like a Star Trek episode. Star Trek Voyager and Star Trek The Next Generation both did not have a mirror episode. Dun 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 dun. Well, not a mirror episode. I was thinking, wasn't there an episode having to do with, in The Next Generation, I can't remember the name of it. I think it was called Tomorrow's Enterprise or Yesterday's Enterprise. I don't remember. Where something happened involving Tasha Yar, where Tasha Yar didn't die and she lived, and basically the Klingon War between the Federation continued to spiral out of control in like a parallel universe, and only Whoopi Goldberg's character was aware of the fact that anything was different. She tried to convince Picard that something was different with the universe, and then he had to trust her and blah blah blah, and go through a wormhole. Or anyway, the point is I remember that episode being very entertaining. I kind of thought of that as a mirror episode. Access power generator console. Time traveling episode, alternate timeline, yes. This console looks like it controls the power supply. Since we weren't able to free our ship from targeting something else, perhaps we can decrease power to the satellite's weapon. Then the Savasana might be able to break free. Set process priority values. Restore factory default settings. Factory default settings end session. It's not a mirror episode, but The Next Generation is, there's a comic had a mirror. Oh, I never read it, to be honest with you. Economical. Lieutenant Commander, we found that if the Savasana does not attempt to move or fire at the satellite, that it will engage a low-power version of the beam affecting us. It's almost like an energy-saving mode. We can use that to our advantage. At least we won't have to worry about life support. We'll hold the ship stable and keep working on boosting power to critical systems while you try to disrupt the satellite's functions and free us. So I need to disrupt the satellite's computer network and free the ship. Turn off all satellite operations. Let's go back to the main console over here and see if it's ready to let me take care of business. Off. Set to off. End session. Captain, systems are coming back online all over the ship. According to Mr. Robb, the Next Generation comic mirror had a captain. I've kept it was both Captain Picard. Had a captain, both as Captain Picard. I'm not really understanding the message. Just a little bit of typos. Return to your ship. We succeeded. Beep, 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 beep. Where am I? Oh no. I'm trapped in a box. Oh no. Oh no, now what?
If you fail to comply Ally with command.
Now we fight, or we don't. Make sure you pick up a melee weapon. All of your gear is deactivated, and I won't protect you in there.
Oh shit, I'm in trouble. What are those weapons over there? They're weapons. Trionium gas. I can't help but scan for the gas. I can't help it. Waveform. Who's this guy? Prisoner 1478. He doesn't even have a name. Oh, more weapons. Okay. Oh, okay. Pick up
Remember
a sword.
to equip your new weapon.
Star Trek The Next Generation mirror had a buff Picard. Buff Picard, raw! Captain Chris Rain. Which one's better, the sword? Oh, no. We want this one. We want that one. We want the Klingon Batleth. Enter the arena. Wow. Entering the arena. Both Captain Chris. Haha. Chris Rain. Oh shit, I'm in trouble.
Test 1. No pod in the desert, Akari. Entering
Is this some kind of
test
holodeck
area.
program? This better be a holodeck program, because otherwise I'm not happy about this. I'm not under attack. He's under attack.
Commencing test 2. Releasing Warrigals now.
Oh shit. Oh shit, I'm in trouble.
Proceeding to test 3.
Oh shit. Oh no. Chris Rain's in trouble. Shit, I'm in trouble. Ow. Ow. Kill this guy, let's go. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. Oh no!
Prisoner 1478. Remain in the area for interrogation. Prisoner, return to holding area. Failure to comply will result in punishment.
Punishment. Oh shit, I'm in trouble. I gotta go back to my cell. Right after I grab this this rock. Waveform matched. Okay, I'll go back to my cell. I'm not causing no trouble. I don't want you to laser beam me like 1478. Oh shit. I'll be fine, he says. Okay, you say you'll be fine. Alright, okay. What's this? Oh shit. Gate's open. Little Tribble. Carry a little Tribble with me. Return to your cell, they say. I'm Captain Chris Rain. I don't have to. I'm not going back to my cell. Love that the classic fighting. Listen, the classic fighting music, the Kirk fighting music was awesome, I have to say. Why am I going back in the cell? What is happening? Return to my cell. Wait till be let out. This is... I should fight my way out. This is insane. Wait to be let out. I need to talk to Slamek.
What do you want?
Who are you?
My name is Slamek. I am part of a resistance. Perhaps you have heard of it. About a week ago, I was part of a crew ferrying weapons.
I thought I was the captain too. This is insane.
When we passed through this system, a satellite disabled our ship. It drifted into the planet's atmosphere. I activated the emergency transporter, and a few of us were able to transport to safety before the ship crashed.
How's the volume?
in
Is
the
it easy
desert.
to understand this guy
We were looking
without
for
reading?
shelter and a way to contact our people when a group of soldiers found us. They took us here and kept throwing us into the arena. Now I'm the only one remaining. That is all I know.
You said you were transporting weapons. What happened to them?
We were transporting a shipment of Thaleron weapons. I know that your people will not use them. We do not want to, but our fight is getting desperate.
Slamek.
We needed to do something, anything, that would shift the tide of war. Even if that choice was horrific. I jettisoned our cargo as we were
Cool.
entering
Thank
the
you.
atmosphere. The weapons were completely destroyed. I've seen what Thaleron weapons are capable of firsthand. I could not allow them to contaminate a world not involved in my people's fight.
The PlayStation 4 system for streaming online is really cool and convenient. One criticism I have is that there's no way on the screen to monitor the audio, the levels. I could be completely silent right now. If you weren't here to tell me that you could hear me, I won't find out that I'm muted literally after I finish watching, which is kind of annoying. I should be able to see like a meter on the top right hand corner of the screen. He does look like a vampire. Mwah, vampire. Any idea who brought you here, Slamek?
I don't know who was responsible for
Count
this place.
Slamek?
The trainers and the guards all appear to be mercenaries, without any clue about what's going on. They're paid to keep us in cages and look the other way. The night I was brought in, I was interrogated. There were bright lights in my eyes and a synthetic voice asking me questions. Whoever it was took care to conceal his identity.
There are 4 lights. 4 lights. 4 lights. Any idea what they want with us?
I have no idea what they want with us, or why they make us fight. This all seems like some sort of giant game, but there is no one in the stands to be entertained.
Are there any other prisoners being forced to fight?
I think there are others. I hear other fights. If there are other prisoners, I have never been able to contact them. We are kept
Sure I
separated
can.
and caged, unless we are fighting.
By all means, if you have a Mass Effect question, ask it, of course. But to Slamek, to Count Slamek, I say, is there any way out of here?
The trainers carry key cards. That's the only way I know to get through the defenses.
Do you think we can get one of those key cards?
Can I trust you?
Of course you can.
I can see that we think the same way, friend. A few years ago, I worked as a bodyguard for a Ferengi merchant.
That was your first
He
mistake.
had a talent for acquiring latinum. And during my time with him, I learned a few things. I was able to lift a key card from one of the trainers during my interrogation. If you help me, I think we can overpower the guards and escape through the main door in the arena.
Let's get out of here, Count Slamek. Wait to be let out. Ba 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 ba. Ta 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 ta. Ba 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 ba. I'm waiting to be.
Fail to comply with commands, you will be punished.
You will be punished. I will follow Slamek. Slamek runs fast. He's fast. Look at him. Look, I am trying to run as fast as I can. I'll run as fast as you. Mass Effect, are you going to play as Captain Purplebeard? There are 4 lights. Mass Effect, are you going to play as Captain Purplebeard at first, or as first, or Evil Karen? Well, I already played as Captain Purplebeard, the male custom shepherd, which I played as a Paragon, which is more akin to my own personality. So now it's time to play as Evil Karen, as Renegade Karen. One, to hear the female voice actor, Jennifer Hale, because she's a really good voice actress. I want to basically give her respect she deserves. And also to pick what I consider to be the most obnoxious responses in the game, to see how different the playthrough is. Mass Effect. Oh, Mass Effect 4. Oh, okay. Didn't understand what you were saying, Rob. Sorry. It would be Captain. It would definitely be Captain Purplebeard, without a doubt. Captain Purplebeard is more a reflection of my personality. So yeah, this Karen is just an experiment, just to have some fun with the game. Oh. Oh shit.
Test scenario 4 activated. A Hala released.
Ba, 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 ba.
We need more help! I'll try to free the other prisoners. You fight the worms!
I'll fight the worms. I'll fight the worms. Fight the worm. Oh, I killed the worm. I forgot the worm. Fight the worm, fight the worm, fight the worm, worm. Fight, kill the worm, kill the worm. What's this? What's this? Pick up regenerative spores. Oh yeah. Kill the worm, kill the worm. Oh shit. Oh shit, look at this. You gotta be kidding me.
Use the consoles on the sides of the arena to fight the Elder Worm.
Ow. Awesome. Awesome retro music. I love it. Slamek. Keep those worms off my back, Slamek says.
Enemy target on sensor.
Ouch. Defeat the worm. I'm defeating the worm. Oh shit. Oh shit. Help me, help me.
Just like last time. Use the remaining console on the side of the arena to fight the Elder Worm.
Ouch. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Kill the worm, kill the worm.
There's another set of consoles by the metal wall. Use them while the worm is distracted. I've been hit. I can't continue, my friend. You'll need to protect me.
Free the prisoners. Ouch. I'm gonna get killed. Fight, fight. Fight. I've been defeated. Respawn. I must respawn.
Enemy target on center.
Fire! Fire!
The
Kill
worm
the
destroyed
worm.
the metal wall! Run! That's our way out!
Run! Run!
Romulan base? Here?
Romulan base.
What did they want with us? And what is that device?
Climb through the waste pipe. I will climb through the waste pipe. Hold on. Hold on a second. Okay. I think I just ran into a sewer, yeah. I'm not so keen on cleanliness. Maybe I'll have to go to the replicator to replicate a new set of new uniform, because this one needs to be thrown away. Loading time. This is Star Trek Online. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Big thank you to Mr. Rob for joining me for this episode of Star Trek Online. These are the continuing voyages of acting Captain Chris Rain of the USS Savasana. Loading Nopata Desert. Ooh, disgusting. Yes, I agree.
Watch out. There are Romulan Scorpion fighters overhead. They're looking for us. We need to move quickly and smartly to avoid detection. I recommend we head to the east. See that mountain in the distance? My ship crashed on the other side.
Mountain in the distance
It may
to the
have
east.
something we can use to signal your vessel. The search for us will only get more intense the longer we stay here. We need to get away from the arena as quickly as possible.
Quickly as possible. Run, 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 Count Dracula. Let's go. Let's get to your ship.
Heading straight for us. Quick, take cover in those dark rocks over there and wait for it to pass overhead. Stay still and wait for that fighter to pass overhead. If we are fortunate, they won't detect us. They didn't see us. Let's move on. I can't go on. My injuries from the arena are too painful. We need to find a place to rest for a moment.
Sure. Right after I get this duranium ore. Waveform matched. He's here for your blood. He's here for my blood, Dracula. Find a place for Slamek, Count Slamek to rest. Ooh, what's this? What's this? Scan the plant. This plant has analgesic qualities. Won't be as strong as anything you have in Medbay on the Savasana, but it would take the edge off of Slamek's pain. That might be enough to get him on his feet again. This type of plant grows in the shade. Look for it on the sides of hills and cliffs. Alright, okay. Scanning plant. This plant looks like it would work as an antipyretic. I don't know what that means. It should help to alleviate Slamek's fever. Unfortunately, this particular plant doesn't look healthy and you aren't going to get much sap from it. You'll need to find a more robust sample of this plant before you can treat his injuries. This type of plant likes sunny and windy growing conditions. Look for it at the top of hills and mountains. Oh yeah. Is the stream going for another hour? Probably not, to be honest. Probably until the end of this mission, however long that takes. I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly an hour, but it'll be basically until this mission is over. Trees. Looks like the anti-fever tree. Collect branch bark sample. 1 sample. Collect branch bark sample. So I got 2 of those. So now I need to find... Oh, look at that in the distance. Look at that. Oh, yeah. The stars. I don't know if I'm high, but those trees are glowing. No, you're pretty much... Yeah. They are glowing. The sky. The stars. Getting some good exercise running in the sand. Can you imagine how difficult it would be to run through the sand like this? Oh my god, I'd be completely out of breath. This is the analgesic. 1 out of 1. Okay. Now I have to find a disinfectant for his wounds. Tell me about it. I'll be out of breath too in the sand. Plus, sand gets everywhere. You're not kidding. Sure does. This plant looks like it would work as a disinfectant. It's astringent enough to clear out any possible infections Slamek might have contracted from the worm attack, but you think you'll need more than 1 sample of this type of plant to deal with any injury as severe as Count Dracula. Star Wars reference with the sand everywhere. Yeah, you're not kidding. This type of plant grows in the washes of the desert. Look for it in large, flat areas. Okay, I could do that. 3 samples of... What's this? Oh, look at this. 1 out of 3. Haha. This one's easier. I don't have to run up to the top of a mountain to get it. 2 out of 3. Find a way to treat Count Slamek. Count Slamek. Hello, Mr. Slamek. I wasn't really that much of a BioShock fan. I mean, I tried to play the BioShock game. I didn't really get through it, to be honest. I mean, I know I've actually gone online and read up on the story. It is a pretty cool story, but in all honesty, when I tried it back in the day, I didn't finish it. I'm a big Skyrim fan, big, obviously, Mass Effect fan.
Thank you, my friend.
Sports fan.
I'm feeling better now.
Obviously.
I think
He can continue now. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, Slamek. Head to the canyon entrance. Follow me, Slamek. Listening to that Star Trek battle music from the original series was pretty cool in this episode.
now that we're in the canyon, we shouldn't have to worry about the fighters anymore. Just the local wildlife. Keep your eyes open.
Waveform matched. Follow the canyon. Look at that planet up there. I'm sightseeing. Look at that. That moon. Gorgeous view. How do you add an option to be a background character from which? If I had an option to be a background character, from which Star Trek show would you be on? Oh, Next Generation, absolutely, without a doubt, Next Generation. To be a crew member, a red shirt on an away mission with Riker, absolutely. And that episode, I think people are confusing, is the captain. Follow the canyon. Oh shit, look at this. Oh shit, oh shit. Am I gonna fight like a green guy? A Gorn with no shirt on? That'll really be a callback. My bad, I meant to say everyone's going to be confused thinking that you're going to be the captain since you the captain are bald. Yeah, they probably wouldn't keep me. They probably, well maybe, they probably keep me in the background. Yeah, that's probably why they probably would not cast me, unfortunately. Or they maybe put me in like a medic shirt, put me in like a blue shirt. Like an engineer or a medic, which is fine. I would love that. Speaking role, a couple of lines of dialogue would be awesome. But, you know, not meant to be. I'll just have my fantasies out in Star Trek Online.
The weather isn't going to hold out for too much longer. We should look for a place to spend the night. I've noticed that there are things we can gather along the way to make our night more pleasant. The search patrols are moving on. We will not survive a night in this desert. We need to find shelter and safety. If we can scavenge provisions to create a camp, we'll have a better chance of reaching the wreckage of my ship alive.
What do we need?
We will need water if we are to survive.
No shit, Sherlock.
I've noticed gourds growing in this area. If we can hollow one out, it will give us a container to carry water. And there should be a few small springs near this mountain.
Science, find water. That was funny with the water. Well, I mean, come on. We need water to survive. Yeah. That's pretty much survival 101. What is this? What is this? What is that thing? Holy shit. That looks a little fucking crazy right there. Alright, anyway, I'm staying away from that thing. Spiders pour out of the gourd.
The search patrols are moving on. We will not survive a night in this.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Okay, we need to hollow out a gourd. Stop swinging. Why is he swinging still? Stop swinging. Stop it. Stop it. Oh shit, I have a gun. How did that happen? Where did it come from? Why is he still doing that? Okay. Oh, okay. Definitely looked like a squid arm. Absolutely. He's getting a little freaked out. Spiders. Where'd I get this gun from? I'm glad I have it, but where'd I get it? Ooh, there's water right here. Hello, this looks like a lot of water. Hello, maybe it's salt water. Maybe you can't drink it. I don't know. Whatever. All right, you fine? You want to talk? You want to talk to me, dude?
The search patrols are moving.
We just had this conversation.
To survive. I've noticed gourds growing in this area.
Yeah, right.
If we can.
God damn it. Hollow out the gourd. Fill the gourd with water. I saw the water over there. I saw water. Fill the gourd. I don't know about you, but I remember there being water over this way. Where's the water? I saw the water before. There it is. There's water. Fill up the gourd.
That should last us through the night. Let's get
Science
into this
training has paid off.
Drops anymore.
Durr. My science training has paid off? Seriously? Anyway, whatever. I did steal the gun from those spiders. I did. Very, very perceptive of you. It's Evian spring water because I'm good at science. Cutscene.
The temperature is dropping rapidly now. This cave should protect us from the elements. I've done some exploring. It looks like this cave continues. When the sun rises side of the mountain, we could save time and energy by using the passage instead of trying to find a path over the mountain. Excellent.
Excellent.
The passage saved us hours. This could be a good day. Let's find my ship.
Let's find my ship.
My ship isn't far from
My ship isn't far from here.
I think I can make out smoke.
I sound like Batman. Swear to me. I'm Batman. Where's the trigger? I'm Batman.
There she is.
There she is.
She wasn't much to look at, but she was ours. And when we were flying through space...
Dude, are you for real? That ship isn't going anywhere. This guy serious? Chicken is better than cream soup. Yeah, chicken's better than cream soup. Yeah, I like chicken. Chicken, yeah, chicken. We could put chicken in the creamy soup and get even better. We could do that. Can't we? Oh, look at this. What is this? Looks like piss water. Don't swim in that water. Ugh. Bootleg pumpkins.
We should check to see if the emergency beacon survived the crash. But in the likely event it didn't, we might be able to piece together some components to create a makeshift...
Look for a way to contact your ship. Does he have a smaller ship? Because the big one's destroyed. You're not kidding. Look at this thing. It's a mess. Okay, this is not the way in. That is definitely not the way in. Maybe this is the way in. This is a dead giveaway. Oh, what's this? So, there's no way this vessel will ever fly again. No shit, Sherlock. The damage done by the fall through the planet's atmosphere is severe. If the emergency distress beacon wasn't vaporized in the crash, it's probably buried under 30 meters of rock and sand like the Singularity Drive and the cargo base. You do, however, find a backup generator with a minuscule amount of energy left. If you had the right components, you think you could construct a makeshift subspace beacon to contact your ship. You won't be able to do anything more than transmit a few pulses to let your crew know where you are, but it should do the trick. Find usable ship equipment. So, okay, we'll do that first. Let's see. Go around the environment and look for stuff. Big piece of ship. Big piece of... I won't say big piece of shit. I'll say big piece of ship. Let's go inside. Guarantee you there's something on the inside. Oh, wait, look at this. What's this? Take parts from the subspace distortion interior. Oh, yeah. Find subspace distortion inverter. I called it interior. That was bad. I see something else. Take parts from the navigation beacon. I'm confused. Were you kidnapped or stolen? Very strange. This is a strange mission. But you know what? Find communications array. It's probably over here. It's an enjoyable mission overall. It's a little forced, I would say. Really doesn't make sense how they were able to abduct the captain, but whatever. I have found usable ship equipment, and me and Slamek will no longer be stranded on this planet. I'm going to take it back into this. Is it up here? Nope, it's not that way. This is Star Trek Online. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. This is Acting Captain Chris Rain, who is stuck on a barren planet. Have you been drinking? No. Just coffee, actually. Iced coffee. Wait for rescue outside. Okay, let's wait for rescue outside. Oh shit, cutscene. Oh shit, these are Romulans. Romulans don't like me very much.
Did you think you could run from me?
There is no place where I cannot find you. My spies are everywhere.
Ba ba ba.
Prisoner 1478, take your place. You did your job admirably. It is good to know at least one Reman understands who is the master and who is the slave. The loss of the listening post was a minor setback. The Reman's refuge in the Dera system has been destroyed. Dozens of subjects have been tested in my arena.
Tested in my
When the
arena.
Iconians return,
The
they will find I
Iconians.
have done all they have asked.
All
and
they've
more.
asked.
But you will not be there on that dreaded day. This tiresome game ends now.
I'm in trouble.
You could have been such a fascinating test subject.
Right here in River City.
But this time, no. This time I think a more direct approach is
I'm gonna get
best.
stranded on this desert island.
Ready?
Desert planet. Oh shit.
Aim.
Oh shit. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am RC Robbin, and this is the Starship Savasana. Its ongoing mission is to explore strange new worlds. Oh shit, Opasec wants to talk to me. I am on the Outlander show right now. Oh yeah, 2 streams in price of 1.
You or your crew, forgive me. That was not my intent. However, your trip to the Nopata system was not in vain.
Not in vain.
Now you see. Now you know. Hakiv is a
Hakiv.
part of a greater power. The demons of air and darkness are here. You should report to your superiors. Tell
Report.
them what you have seen here.
Tell them what you have seen.
Open their eyes to
Open
the
their
dangers that
eyes.
lurk in the shadows.
Okay, so that's the end of this mission, and most likely the end of this episode of Star Trek Online. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. I will be back on stream probably tomorrow morning, which is Sunday morning on the East Coast. Maybe playing some MLB The Show, play some Avengers baseball. But until then, I'd like to say goodnight to Mr. Rob. I'd like to say goodnight to the Outlander show and all of his millions and millions of adoring fans. Welcome to the show. Thank you for listening. Have a great night, guys. Talk to you soon.